Welcome back to the Miami Sports Vibes YouTube channel, here for my Week 10 NFL picks and predictions against the spread. I'm up to 86 wins in a tough season. Last week I was hot with a 13-2 record straight up, 6-8-1 against the spread. Got to do better on that. And let's get things started right away with Thursday Night Football, which is going to be probably the best game that we've had on Thursday night in a while. You got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are at home. They're favored by 5.5 points here. Listen, man, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals come out and play. Joe Burrow had an awesome game against the Ravens last time, but so did Lamar Jackson. I think we're in for a lot of fireworks in this one. Baltimore's at home. I think they have an advantage there. They're rolling. They've made some pieces, adding some pieces at the trade deadline. I'm really interested to see how they do. But give me the Baltimore Ravens here, but I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals plus the 5.5 to cover. Next game, on to the London game. You got the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Giants are the favorite by 6.5 points. This is probably the worst London game you can ask for. Giants and Panthers is going to be a disaster. It should be interesting to see who wins this game. To anybody that's interested, you're probably just a Giants fan or a Panthers fan, because I don't see what other reason you would have to watch this game. But I'm going to go ahead and pick the Giants to win this one. But I'm also going to pick the Giants laying the 6.5. I don't trust Bryce Young, and I don't trust the Carolina Panthers still. Next, the New England Patriots taking on the Chicago Bears. Bears are at home. They're favored by 6.5 points. I don't like the Patriots, don't like their roster. I've said that all year. I'm going to continue. Even though Drake May has shown flashes, I'm going to take the Chicago Bears on this one. Their defense is no joke. They're at home. I think they get the job done. And I'm also going to lay the 6.5 points as well. Next, the Buffalo Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Now, Indianapolis is at home here, and I think that matters. Buffalo is favored by 3.5 points. I think Joe Flacco should be the one in line to be the starting quarterback on this one. They have a whole bunch of drama over there. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills, and I'm also going to lay the 3.5. I think the Bills are the better football team, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than what a lot of people may think, and hence why it's only a 3.5 point line. Next, the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Vikings are on the road. They're favored by 7 points. I think they kill this team, man. I think the Jaguars are absolutely terrible on all facets of the game, especially defense. I think Justin Jefferson is going to have a hell of a game. I think he gets into the end zone. I think Darnold also has a good game. Give me the Vikings, and give me the Vikings laying the 7 points as well. Next, you got the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs look to stay undefeated. They're at home here going against a division opponent, against a tough Denver Broncos team. I'm going to say the Chiefs win this game. I really like what they've been able to do with Patrick Mahomes and DeAndre Hopkins starting to kind of get things figured out over there. I think the Chiefs win, but I like the Denver Broncos and their defense and a division game at that to cover the 7.5. Mahomes has owned the Broncos, and he's owned everybody, but I like 7.5 for Denver. Next, the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are at home here. The Falcons are the favorite by 3.5 points. The Saints keep losing and losing and losing, but they did fire their coach now, okay? So maybe things are different. I'm going to pick the Saints to cover, all right? Saints plus the 3.5, but I'm going to take the Falcons to win that game straight up. Next, you got the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game's in Tampa Bay. 49ers dealing with injuries, but look at the Tampa Bay Bucks. They're dealing with injuries themselves. CMC is set to make his return this game. I think he has a big game, but damn, man. The Tampa Bay Bucks, without no Chris Godwin, without Mike Evans, only just relying on K-Dine, I don't think that's enough, man. All respect to Baker Mayfield, but I don't think it's enough to hang in there with the 49ers. So I'm going to lay the 6.5 points, and I'm going to pick the Niners to win this football game as well. Next, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Washington Commanders. Commanders, obviously a team that's in first place and shocking a lot of people. They've been playing really good football. They made a splash at the trade deadline, adding Marshawn Lattimore. I think that absolutely catapults their team to being a legitimate contender to go for it all. He's one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. It's going to be awesome to see him wearing those Washington colors, taking on the Steelers defense and a Steelers team who's physical as hell. I think this is going to be a great game. However, I'm going to take the Commanders to win this game, and I'm also going to lay the 2.5. If the spread was 3, I would probably take Pittsburgh with the points, having them, compete there within a field goal, but 2.5 point spread. Even though we've seen some weird finishes this season, I'm going to go ahead and take the Commanders on that one. Next game, the Tennessee Titans taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers defense is also another defense that's been doing really, really good this season. Harbaugh got those boys balling. And it's crazy because the roster is not that talented. I mean, this is a team that got rid of Austin Eckler, got rid of Mike Williams, got rid of Keenan Allen. You would think they were, probably rebuilding at that. Going to take some time. No, I mean, they're right in it, man. They're in it to make a playoff push. And I think they ultimately will get in the way they're playing. They're our favorite here by 7.5 points. They are at home. Tennessee just freaking sucks. I'm avoiding them at all costs. Give me the Chargers to win this game and give me the Chargers laying the 7.5 points. Next game, the New York Jets taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's in first place, ladies and gentlemen. First place. Kyler Murray's doing his thing. Really like what them boys are doing. I kind of liked what they were doing last year. You can kind of see that we're trending in the right direction. The New York Jets, however, are a team that I don't know which direction they're going in. I mean, they still look, just so many mistakes last week, but they have more rest right now. And the fact that they have more rest, this is a defense that you can exploit. I think the New York Jets go out on top and win this football game. So I'm going to take the Jets, and I'm also going to lay the 1.5 points. Arizona could definitely beat them. That's why it's a 1.5 point spread. It's pretty much a pick 'em, but I'm going to take the Jets. Next game, the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. They're on the road in Dallas. Philadelphia is favored by 7 points. Listen, the Cowboys are without their quarterback. I mean, just when you think they've had so many injuries, there's another one. Now Dak Prescott is out with a hamstring injury. That's why Philadelphia is favored on the road by so many points. I'm going to take the Eagles, and I'm going to take the Eagles -7. The Eagles look freaking good right now, and Saquon Barkley is absolutely killing it. Next game, this is going to be awesome, man. Sunday Night Football, the Detroit Lions taking on the Houston Texans. Lions are favored by 3.5 points on the road. You got Nico Collins potentially coming back. He's due to come back, but they still haven't activated him off IR because he hasn't practiced. Be interesting to keep an eye on that. But if he does give it a go, I think this is going to be an awesome, awesome game. If not, this might be all Lions. But right now, it's a 3.5 point spread. I'm expecting Nico Collins to practice and play in this game. All right. So I'm going to take the Lions to win this straight up, but I'm going to take the Texans to cover at home. So give me the Texans plus the 3.5. I think Nico Collins does play, but definitely keep an eye on that. Then the final game, it's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Rams are favored by 1.5 points. This game is on Monday Night Football in LA. Dolphins coming in as the underdog. Listen, they've looked great as of late, these last 2 weeks. Even though they've picked up losses, they're putting up a lot of points that they haven't been putting up before that. So obviously adding Tua has changed this Miami Dolphins offense, has changed this Miami Dolphins team. It's just unfortunate that they've waited too long. Obviously losing Tua for so long, it's just like there's no room for error. So every single error just looks like it's big, big, big news. So there are some positives with the way the Dolphins are playing. Now, I did my live stream, and I said that the Rams were going to win this game. But right now, I'm kind of having a change of thought, and I actually think that the Dolphins are going to come out victorious on this one. So give me the Dolphins. I'm changing my pick live right here, and I'm going to say the Dolphins also cover the 1.5, obviously. Listen, I think that this Dolphins offense is going to put up a ton of points against Los Angeles Rams. I don't think there's anybody that could cover these speed guys like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and Tua knows how to get that ball to them. I think the Dolphins offense is going to be the reason why they win this game. I think they put up a lot of points, so give me the Dolphins, and those are my Week 10 NFL picks and predictions. Guys, if you are tailing the picks, best of luck. If not, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button to support the show, and I will see you guys next week.